Tell you what, folks, he's been in the news, hasn't he, this last week or two? Is it Giovanni? Is it Pernice? I think it is. The Strictly professional dancer. Recently quit the show. I think quit before he was going to be pushed. I read only yesterday his second series had been commissioned, I think. Was it a travel thing he did last year with Anton de Beck? It's now mysteriously been shelved. It's gone, kaput. And I believe many of his ex-partners are coming out back in, is it? Was her name Amanda Abingdon? She was the one that left early last year. Yeah, last year, saying she was disappointed with him. It was affecting her mental health. She left the show. And now it's rumoured other dancers have come forward that have worked with him saying they were unhappy with him. And one of them is Ranvir Singh. She's one of the presenters on GMB in the morning. Now, I've got to say about Ranvir, I like her. I think she's a good presenter. I like her a lot. But I heard this and I thought, no, this can't be true. She can't be complaining. Now, it's not a show I watch. The wife watches it all the time. I don't, but I see bits here and there. And I read bits and I hear bits. But at the time when old Ranvir was his partner, I remember seeing her on a number of shows. And she'd be gushing over him. Oh, he's fantastic. He's great. He's brought back the youth in me. I've lost a lot of weight. My body shape's great. I'm really getting fit. He does loads for my self-confidence. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking to myself, surely she hasn't now come out and jumped on a bandwagon and having a go at this guy years after dancing with him. I mean, when all's said and done, she's a reporter. She's a bit of an investigative reporter. She's supposed to have a voice. Surely if she felt this bad at the time, she would have said it at the time. It comes on the back of... Is it this Yvette Fielding that's now saying when she was younger, she had problems with Harris, Rolf, problems with Savile, Jimmy, and she's also had problems with her ex co-presenter. Was it The Haunted? Derek Ancona, I think they've all died. She's calling all three of them. None of them are here to defend themselves anymore. And the accusations might be true. They might well be true. But as many have said in the comment section, it's many, many years after. And as a couple have said, isn't it weird that they've all died? And I'm thinking to myself, well, old Giovanni hasn't, although I think many want to crucify the fellow at the moment. You know, he may be strict, he may be over strict, but maybe that's just a part of the job. Maybe it's what you sign on for. I don't know. I really don't know. But I've definitely seen young Ranvir raving about a partner in the past on many, many, many occasions, gushing over him. I actually thought, is that another couple that are going to have an affair? I thought she really, really, to take a word from my youth, fancied him. I really thought she fancied him. And I thought something's going to be going on here the way things are looking. I always thought she wanted it to, whether it had or not. And I'm thinking, why on earth would she now turn on him if she has? And the reports are that she's turned on him. I think her and is it Laura Whitmore, another ex-partner of hers, have got together with this Amanda Abingdon. And I think they're taking the concerns and the cases to the Beeb. But I'm thinking to myself, I can't believe old Ranvir's doing all of that with all the things she said about him. And I just feel it really is some kind of witch hunt in this instance. He may have been hard, he may have been really harsh, you know, he may well have been, and it may have upset some people. But if you work with somebody and you feel that about them, surely you can't go on the TV on a regular basis telling folk how brilliant they are and how great it is to work with them and how happy you are, and then years later completely turn 360 degrees, not be 180 degrees, wouldn't it? Yeah, but 180 degrees, you can't do that, can you? You shouldn't do that, should you? Many are, though, aren't they? Many are, and it makes it harder for those that are coming forward years later with real concerns about real issues. It really does. Anyway, just thought I'd air it. Nothing more, nothing less.